Okay.
Alright guys, and we're live again. Although it seems we've lost one camera in any case. It wouldn't be Fumbles and Fame without some technical difficulties. I am your DM for the night, DM Ben, and you are joining us for yet another episode of Princes of the Apocalypse, an official Dungeons and Dragons campaign with our own twist on it. But of course, we must also mention that we do not actually we're not actually associated with Wizards of the Coast LLC, that wonderful subsidiary of Hasbro that happens to produce the most famous role-playing game in the world and most played. Now that that's out of the way, we can start getting into the fun. And if you haven't joined our particular campaign before, we should introduce you to our humble players, or not so humble, starting with Zardas, played by DM Fausto.
Zardas is not humble. Zardas is the Triton barbarian, and if you are lucky enough, he will show you the dance of the seventh shark.
You probably don't want to see it, to be perfectly honest.
You don't want to see it, you want to experience it.
It does involve some interesting spell weaving.
It does.
Then we have Kevin playing Everil, who has mysteriously disappeared for some reason. Are you there, Kevin?
Yeah, I'm still here.
We've lost your camera.
Do
you want to just turn it on and off, perhaps?
Or you should take the thumb off the camera, and then we'll see you.
Let's see.
Oh, we're getting something there. There we go. There's that handsome face. So, Kevin, why don't you tell us about Everil?
Yes, Everil, the Air Genasi cleric of Thor. Or in this world, they most likely will call him Tyr.
It's still Thor. And then we have Sten tonight, playing Gak.
Yes, the Arakokra Ranger, whose mission is to hunt all the bandits.
That's right, and we're a few men short tonight, unfortunately, as you may have already noticed. We're missing Jay and Eric, who couldn't be with us tonight due to illness, but they'll be back next week for our continued game. And meanwhile, some of the other players will step in and run their characters. When last we left it, our heroes had arrived and infiltrated, somewhat unsuccessfully, a particular monastery high in the Desaran hills by the name of the Sacred Stone Monastery. And they were following in the path of a missing delegation whom they had travelled with, discovered what appeared to be the signs of an ambush, and following the clues which led back to this place, they went in suspicious that some of the delegation might have been held captive there. Snuck in-ish, but ended up having an altercation which looked like a sequence from your sort of standard kung fu movie from the 80s, where there's just this series of different disciples, one after the other. But they managed to escape, having beaten the bulk of the forces, including their leaders, down into the dungeon, into a forgotten area of the monastery. And taking a staircase leading up, they arrived in a unusual part of the keep. Sorry, not the keep, the monastery, where they met an unusual figure. And I can pull that up now. Being Renwick, the Leech, confronted by this immensely powerful arcane magic user, our heroes were probably a little bit nervous to be in the presence of such unholiness. Yet Renwick has claimed that he was once upon a time a former adventurer, and that he was the brother of the paladin Samula, who founded the Holy Order, of which Grazak, Jay's character, has been initiated into. And that our heroes have worked with the Knights of Samula in the past. So supposedly a hero of the Troll Wars. He has more than tolerated your presence and allowed you to take a long rest in his quarters, and has told you that the occupants of the monastery will not harass you here, and has even provided you with a little bit of aid in the form of some items. So yes, you guys have managed to have a long rest, regaining your spells and hit points, and the whole time this Renwick has sat at his studies. He's also proposed that you might procure for him the body of his brother, which is buried at Summit Hall, the traditional headquarters of the Knights of Samula. So, you guys are now well rested, despite the fact that you're sharing walls with this monastery of recently hostile monks in masks. What is it you guys want to do?
So, we still haven't found the dwarves we were looking for, right?
Nope.
The Lich know anything about this?
He could tell
Does he
you.
ever speak?
Sorry, you cut out for a second there.
Does he ever speak with the cultists to know what they do?
No, he completely ignores the cultists and has them stay out of the way. For the most part, they sort of leave him to his wing.
Okay.
You can actually see like the desiccated bones of a cultist on the floor somewhere.
But does he know the layout of this place? Like, if I ask him, would you know containment cells are? Would he know where they are?
Thinking about things, he says the most logical place would be in the mines beneath the monastery.
There are mines beneath the monastery.
Exactly. Down the stairs you just came from, there is a second door which opens up to the mines. But if you go out into the hall and down the corridor, he's sort of pointing to this area.
Mm-hmm.
Then if you go down that staircase, it should take you into the mines.
All right. Then I guess that's where we need to go.
Fair enough. So you guys want to open that door then?
Everybody's in. Gak, Avril.
Yes. Sure.
If it's okay for Renwick, then it's okay for me.
Yeah, actually, does Renwick have any problem with the fact that we have already slaughtered a big part of this cult, and we're probably going to slaughter the rest in a short time?
Not in the slightest. Like when Grazak came in representing his brother's order, it certainly seemed to be more favourable to your plight.
Cause.
Your cause rather than theirs. You get the impression he finds the cultists to be an annoyance.
You and me both, brother. You and me both.
Especially of late, when there's been some, geological anomalies.
Very well. Then yeah, I suggest that we just go there and take care of this situation.
All right. In which case, position yourselves near to the door, and I shall open it for you. You probably also had access to this room. So it would now be like early morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Knock knock.
So
So
you're
we are
just.
at the door.
Well, I can see that Everil is at the door. No one else has moved.
At the stair.
Um,
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I've moved, but I'm not taking front row.
No, fair enough. Have you got control of Ayu there, Fausto?
Yeah, I'm moving, and here we are. Okay.
Might have to ask you to kill your camera, Fausto. It's
This place should
very,
be.
very choppy. Fausto?
Am I choppy?
Extremely, yeah. Kill your camera.
No! I'm going to kill my camera. How do you kill your camera, though?
Just press the button that's got
The red button, right?
Use the rope, Luke.
It's the one down the bottom next to leave call.
I think it happened.
It did happen. Now we're just
Am
seeing
I-
a string symbol.
Okay. Am I choppy now?
No?
I will sing a song to make sure.
Okay.
Please don't.
Please do. That gets extra points. You might get inspiration. You never know.
Would I?
Oh boy.
The choppy
Volare. Oh, cantare.
Sir.
Oh. Was I choppy?
No.
Okay, very well.
As you're coming out into the hall here, please explain your approach. Are you trying to be quiet or you're not caring?
I'm
Let's
trying
try
to be
cool.
quiet.
Yeah.
Okay, then you guys can give me some stealth checks and some perception checks on top of that.
Stealth and perception, right?
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Also, I've got chainmail, and I think that's disadvantage on stealth.
It is disadvantage on stealth, yes.
You would be right in thinking so. Okay, I have clicked a couple of times, but I don't see any result. They're coming. They're
I see
coming.
the stealth.
Yeah.
So the bottom line is, you guys can hear on the other side of this door some sparring going on. But it seems to stop as you guys approach.
So we weren't stealthy enough.
You were not stealthy enough, or rather, there's some people that are just going through with a ching, 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 ching. So you end up seeing that this door opens and there are a number of sparring monks that are coming out, and they immediately take a battle stance.
Well, that's my favorite stance.
It is, isn't it? Okay, so let's get some initiative going. Ooh.
Come on.
Who are we waiting on? We still need Karasek
Zadas.
and yes, yours hasn't turned up in the. Did you have your token selected?
Ayu, I think I rolled that 15 is for Ayu. The one of Zadas didn't come out yet.
Oh, okay, right.
And we've got cross.
I think that's you, man.
No.
I mean, it should be you.
Should be, but isn't.
Does it need to be?
Ah,
Shall
the
I fix this?
choice. As
If
in?
you want,
What
I'll
do you mean?
take Grazak.
Yeah, do that. He did you last time, so you can do him.
Okay.
Which
Okay.
sounds very bad the way I said it, but
Yeah, but I did
Fine.
get. Wait.
Yeah, but
It's
that's
fine.
fine. You have a habit of making everything sound bad.
And dirty and dirty. Why isn't my initiative coming on? Zadas, damn it.
Roll 20 has been a bitch. Do you want me to roll for him?
19. That's Zada's initiative.
Okay. So I will get him in there and.
Here, now
now
it's
it came
coming.
through.
See?
'Cause
should I?
did
Can I
it,
still
that's
move Grazak closer? By the way, he hasn't moved yet.
why. You can move him. Yeah. Alright, so that should be everyone. Which means we're going to start with them, actually. So they're going to hop out into the hall. This one's going for Everil. Let's see. And they just sort of like get into this fighting stance and start throwing unarmed strikes at you, with beginning with a crit. So you take
We start the game, man.
7 points of bludgeoning damage. And the next one pops out and goes for Zardas.
Bring it on.
This guy looks a bit beaten as it is. So, 2 hits for 15 points of damage.
Did he hit me? What the hell?
Yeah,
What is this?
A 22 and a 23.
Come on. 22 and 23.
And you guys can see
Yeah, they're
that
both
there
hits.
are more of them just waiting to get out. One of them tries to get around the corner, but he's going to have
Twice for 7 points, right?
15.
That's... I mean,
Yeah, both of those are a miss. So, yeah, you got 2 hits, one's for 8, one's for 7.
for 7. Yeah.
And then it's Gak's turn.
Okay. Yeah, I have a sharpshooter, so I can shoot through cover, I believe. Yes, 1/2 and 3/4 cover. So I will draw my bow and shoot at the guy on top. What's Hurt Monk?
Hurt monk.
Yeah.
He looks like a monk that's been kind of like beaten in. Obviously, maybe injured. Perhaps not the one that was doing so well in this sparring. So go ahead and roll
Okay.
your attack. Thanks to Gak's, what is it, sharpshooter?
Yes.
You can avoid the penalties from firing through your mates, and you would normally have cover and whatnot. So go ahead and make your attack roll. A 22.
22.
So your arrow flies between your allies.
They're humanoid, right?
They are. So
9 piercing.
9 piercing. So he looks
And
quite
since
hurt.
it's my first round of combat, I get a second attack.
Against the same target.
I just get a second attack, but I will target the same guy.
Alright.
No fumble.
Yeah, so your bow string just snaps back at the wrong point and gets your finger, and you're like, or I don't know how.
Yeah,
Gax
I
sounds.
guess that sounds bad. That sounds closer.
Zardas.
Okay, then. I will rage. Oh, when I rage, my gaze becomes more focused, almost surrounding me. And I will attack.
You're totally
They
breaking up again,
just-
Fausto. That one, yes.
Attack that guy just Avril.
I get which one, but only every other word's coming through at this point. So make your attack roll. Yeah, we got that. Okay, a 13, however, is not going to... Or is it reckless? No, you're not raging, right? Yeah, so that will be a miss. And then are you done?
Yes.
Okay, sounds like you're back again. Are you? So, was it Stan playing Ayu or...
Ayu,
No,
I am
Fausto
playing
is,
Ayu.
yes.
Yeah, sorry, man. Ayu will produce flame on the one next to Avril, which will miss. Okay, I'm going home. Well, I am already home, but yeah. And that's it.
Okay. Everall.
Yes. I look at all of them, and I don't like what I see, so I want them to make a Constitution save.
Interesting. Very well. I shall roll for all of them at once. And they fail. So
I bang my warhammer against my shield, and yeah, just the sound of thunder crashes over all four of them.
which is enough to just send this guy reeling back into this door, just dead. Actually, all I've got to do is do this, and it should automatically... No? Why is that not working? Alright, and then,
And
let's see.
everyone heard that.
Everyone took that, so yes, everyone did hear that. You've severely injured the second one that was out in the hall. The other two seem somewhat tougher. Grozak.
It was Zadas who got injured, right?
Yes.
Pretty badly, if I recall.
No. I'm
Okay.
fine.
Yeah, okay, then no lay on hands for you. Yeah. Well, I will try to move past Everall then. And stab him with the longsword.
Okay. So
22.
22 will hit, so you just...
Or 9 slashing.
You run it through his unarmored body, and he just collapses in a bleeding mess.
Alright.
And just move him to the side so that you don't have these guys in the way.
And the door is here. So I finish my movement here by the door.
Okay. So this guy's going to step through here. And let's see, there's 3 targets there, so I'll roll a d3, starting clockwise with Avril. So it's going to be Grozak. He tries to strike at you with his body. A 20 and a 16.
20 hits, a 16 doesn't.
So he glances a blow that you feel through your armor, and you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yes.
The other one is going to step out here, and I will do the same. I will roll a d3, and this time it's going to be against Zardes. So
You can't touch me.
a 20 for 3 points.
20
of damage.
is just a hit. How much?
3 points of damage.
Already halved, or?
Oh, you're raging, sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So 1.
Alright,
sorry.
Gak, it's your turn.
I will take my time aiming at the one on top for a sharpshooter shot.
Okay.
-5 to hit for +10 damage.
Alright, go ahead and make your roll.
No, I guess an 8 misses.
Unfortunately, it does very much miss. Zardas.
Okay, so I will attack. I will. Where am I?
Why does it break up like when it's your turn and no other time? It's called Fumbles and Fame for a reason, ladies and gentlemen. It is a crit. It's a crit.
It is a crit.
It's a crit.
Okay, I would like to. I will act to add the fact.
I think you're gonna have to type this one out, mate.
Yeah.
Wait, you got your family on the Wi-Fi or something? Like, seriously? 37 for the top one or the bottom one? Yes, they don't wear armor. The top one. You just kill him with half the force of that blow.
Oh, gee.
And you attack the other one. A 12 ain't gonna do it though, unless it's reckless. Yep. So that's a miss. Ayu. That would also be you, Fausto. Produce flame. Okay. So Ayu conjures forth a flame and throws it at this guy, dealing 8 points of damage. Everall.
Now I will take my warhammer and try to hammer him in the face, if I may.
You must.
I won't.
No, you
Yeah,
will
that's
not.
it.
That's unfortunately a miss. So Grozik.
Yes. Longsword. Yeah, it sounds like the best option. No.
10 is a miss. So it is the monk's turn. Despite being hopelessly overwhelmed, he seems to have this resigned, it all matters not sort of approach to things. So he is going to strike at the Priest of Thor. So 21 and a 13. So the 21 will hit for 3 points of damage to Everall. And then we return to Gak, who's cocked another arrow into his bow.
Yes, and this time I shoot normally.
Alright, very good. Make an attack roll. So the arrow flies true. You wish, in hindsight,
10
that you
damage.
used more force, but
Yeah.
yes.
You never know.
Strike him in the shoulder, sending his shoulder backwards, and he sort of knocks into Grazak, and creates an opening for Zardos to try and strike him down.
Okay, here I go.
Hey, we hear you. Are you sure you're going? Oh dear!
No, you're not going.
You just bring this Megalodon axe down on the floor in the stone, and like it almost slips your grip. It's kind of embarrassing, to be honest. The produce flame. Let's see. He dodges out of the way. Everall. Everall proving less than effective. As if has Thor abandoned him in this strange new world? Grozek. Grozek brings down his longsword, delivering a heavy blow but this monk is just hanging on.
For great justice.
So he's gonna strike back at you, I think, because it makes sense to Grozek. I mean, so with the last of his strength, he tries to meekly
both miss.
Bash upon. Well, they don't miss; they just hit Grozek's armor, doing no damage. And Gak, you've knocked yet another arrow. This one will do it. You're sure of it. This guy's on his last legs.
Yes. For great overkill. No.
Wow. It goes flying wild, hitting the wall. Which brings us back to Zardos, who reckless attacks this monk with 1 hit point. Thankfully, that recklessness allowed you to bash him. And you just like take that megalodon axe, and it's sort of like it has 2 prongs, 2 nasty big prehistoric teeth that just gut this guy down the front.
Big nasty teeth.
And you guys have a listen after the melee ends, but you cannot hear anyone approaching. No more footsteps.
Mm-hmm. Of course not. They're all hunkering down for the storm.
Perhaps. So the room itself appears to be a kind of dojo. Let's see. Straw mats cover the floor of this large exercise room. Wooden racks along the walls hold quarterstaffs, polearms, and various weapons commonly associated with martial arts. Doors exit to the north and east. And a triangular symbol is carved into the center of the room's western wall, the same one that you saw in the sort of temple area. But yeah, these are just ordinary clubs and staffs for the most part in the weapon racks. Not even weapons of quality, they're almost as if like training variants. Which that could attest to, considering the fact that the monks were fighting barehanded. So, what do you guys want to do?
Can we search the place?
You can have a search if you want. Someone can give me an investigation check, and if you want somebody to help you, you can roll with advantage, I was about to say, but a 9 and a 9 is not going to produce anything more than what I've already described to you.
Oh.
Where did our newfound friend tell us to go?
You think it is these stairs over here. The door to the stairs should be there.
And they were going to the mines, right?
They go to the mines, yes.
Perhaps we should listen to our newfound friend and just try to find the dwarves we're looking for.
Very good. So you head towards the stairs?
Yes.
There, you are in a corridor which has like a variety of doors leading off of it. You can see a corridor leading down into the garden where you've already visited. There seems to be a room there next to Everil and another one near to Grozak. The stairs you've been pointed to lie to the west, and the passage continues down to the south, presumably leading deeper into the monastery.
Let's try the doors, make sure that we won't be snuck upon from behind by an army of monks.
Okay.
That's a good idea, actually.
So you
I will
take a peek in this one.
I'm just gonna take.
And I'll also open the door to this one, so it's done. So, essentially, the one that is opened by Everil, it doesn't have any monks in it. What appears to be a room piled with firewood stacked neatly against one of the walls. And there are 4 large copper kettles standing in iron frames above iron fireboxes. Copper tubing and long coils lead from one kettle to the next, and several large wooden casks stand at the south end of the room. Shelves on the eastern wall hold scores of brown bottles.
Seems like I found their liquor store.
It seems like it could be a distillery. A place where the making of alcohol is done. And indeed, there appears to be some bottles on the shelves. Quite a number. At least several dozen, if not more.
So we make alcohol.
Even though my god really likes to party, he also doesn't like people drinking on the job. So I will refrain from doing that.
All right. Grazak, you have opened up what appears to be a large room containing a wooden table and 4 chairs, a small working desk, several macrame wall hangings, and a single pallet on a low stone shelf set against the west wall. To the north, a barred window looks out over the walled garden. This place looks like it might... it's very Spartan, but quite large for the kind of monks that you've been seeing here. So you wonder if this perhaps might have belonged to the tough female monk you guys fought in the last session.
If it's a special one that stayed here, maybe check the desk if there's anything there.
Alright, well, do you want to give me an investigation check then? Okay. You find a large wooden chest by the desk that is unlocked. Actually, there is a large 800 silver and 65 platinum pieces, as well as 12 turquoise stones worth 10 gold each, which are wrapped in a swatch of cowhide. So I'll stick that into the chat so you can put it into your loot. It looks like you found quite a haul. It seems as if the abbess perhaps was less interested in material wealth, but probably stashed away some just in case that the monastery had to deal with the outside world. You also find a key hanging on a hook by the wall.
Okay. Yeah, take the key.
Alright. Fine. Actually, it might not be necessary to note it down because the distillery was open. This key opens the distillery.
Oh, okay.
So I don't want to lead you guys on a wild goose chase.
If there's a key, there must be a lock.
So those are the 2 closest rooms there that you've investigated. What is Zardos doing down in the dojo? He's raging. Oh god. You know, we can hear you typing, so you can try talking again. It might be alright.
Hello.
There you go.
Yes, there you
Hello.
are.
I'll let you know
Is
if
it-
you're bugging out.
Is it me you are looking for?
No, it's Zardes.
Okay. Okay, we found the key. Let's go use the key.
As I just explained, the keys to the already open distilleries as to not lead you off on a wild goose chase.
Then why do we need this key?
You don't. That's my point. That's why I'm you're just toying
We're
with me,
keeping
aren't
it, and
I'm
I'm
just
adding it
pulling
to
your leg, man.
Grazak's
I'm
inventory because it's a key.
I'm just pulling your leg. Okay, then where is the mine? Where are the mines? Where were the mines supposed to be?
Down the stairs.
you? Yes.
So why are we here? Let's go down the stairs.
So you open the door, revealing a set of stairs, which leads downwards. Is everyone? Can you guys place yourselves at the top of the stairs, or rather in the adjoining stairwell, to give me an indication of what order you're going down in?
That means there is a trap. Investigation check.
Oh, this one or this one?
You can no. It's the other one. Guys, that one goes out into the garden. Come on.
Ah, that one.
I've been pointing at this staircase the whole time.
I didn't see any pinging.
Yeah. me neither.
Okay, all right.
You haven't been paying attention.
It's visible on the stream. So Sardis goes into the wrong room again. Right. So you guys can also give me a perception check before you go down. Alright, Zardes is actually noticing stuff.
What do you mean?
Gak too.
That was Grazak.
Okay, right. Well,
This is
Gak
Gak.
and Grazek. Gak, Grazek, and Zardes, you can hear... I wouldn't call it muffled whispering. I'd call it muffled whispering if you're a stupid ogre and you think you're whispering.
But
Do
you aren't.
any of you speak? Let's see. He would be speaking in.
Infernal?
Giant?
No, actually, it would be common.
Auran?
Ah,
Okay.
Just,
I-
do
I
any of you
speak
speak
common.
common?
Yeah.
Wait, let me check.
I picked it up eventually.
No, I don't speak common.
What do you mean you don't speak common? You do speak common. Everybody.
I'm just pulling your leg.
No!
If I recall correctly, you're an all dark vision party, right?
No.
Mm.
Who cannot see in the dark because it is dark down.
I
these
can't
stairs.
see in the dark. Tritons living in the sea all their lives cannot see in the dark. Go
Okay.
figure.
Let me just stick Everald there, and I'm going to move you guys down.
So do we have a light here? Somebody with the light spell?
Oh yeah, I have the light cantrip.
Okay, so let's.
So I will use it on my shield.
Yeah,
Okay,
let's-
so and I will move the map for our viewers.
Actually, I think I'm the only one with dark vision.
Well,
And
Ayu is a tiefling.
Ayu as well then, yeah.
Yeah.
Those demon worshippers have also dark vision.
All right, so you guys find yourselves descending down into the earth, and yes, those of you who indicated, you can actually hear some kind of a what all noise? What? No, prepare. What?
What is this?
Oh, okay.
Somebody's down there. Let's try to approach stealthily.
Yes, you hear it coming from the other side of this door. So if you want to try and stealth down, go ahead and give me a
A stealth check.
Yes,
Hey, that makes sense, man.
it almost does, right?
Oh, that was for Grazak.
Okay.
See, I'm rolling like, I don't know, like
For
Razak.
Gak.
So
Grazak rolled a 16 on his stealth.
Exactly, so he's rolling like me, and I'm rolling like him.
good to know. So you guys get down to the door. Grazek's approaching it.
Yeah, I guess someone else is approaching it as well.
Yeah, we're
Yes.
together, no? Oh, man. God damn it. I suppose I have to move all the way down, right? Yep, that's there. So, Zadas is also next to Grazak at the ready.
Alright. So, who's opening the door?
Zadas will first have a look at the door to make sure there's no traps on it, and then he will open it.
Alright, give me an investigation check.
An investigation check.
Oh,
Bold.
well, yeah, perception
like
works
you.
as well.
Okay. So, is it trapped with a fatal trap?
It is not.
Then I shall boldly open it, like no man has ever opened the door before.
Great. I'm going to need an initiative roll.
Ah, I knew you would ask that. Drool! I will be happy to kill a guy called Drool. Hey, even my initiative is there. Look at that.
Whoa.
So, you guys have not surprised them.
No.
But yes, Zardos, you open the door, and Gak, you find an opening, but you can't immediately see anyone directly out of the door. But what Zardos and Grazak see is that there are a number of very tough-looking orcs in full plate armor,
Full plater.
ready to strike anyone who comes through that door, and a literally dribbling ogre, aptly named, who appears to be, a stereotypical member of that race. A large well sits in one corner of this room, equipped with a winch and bucket mechanism for fetching water. Doors enter from the north, west, and south, and several dirty straw pallets lie tucked into the corners of the room, including one very large and stinky one, which clearly belongs to this ogre who is about to strike, if he can just get his whips together. So what does Gak do?
Okay. Well, run forward. From here, do I have some sight of that ogre? It's kind of difficult to see line of sight right now because I'm controlling two pawns. If I remove Grazak, I still see the ogre with dynamic lighting. So I guess I have line of sight. So I will use my sharpshooter first round of combat. So 2 shots.
Okay, let's see. Against
The ogre.
The ogre, yes. He has an AC. He's quite easy to hit, so both of those actually land.
Okay. Yeah, and they don't count as humanoids, I think. So that's
No, they are
38
giants.
damage.
38 damage, wow.
Not bad.
You instantly bloody him. Good job. Alright, and then
2 arrows.
let's see, it is the orc's turn, so they're going to step forward and pile on the only person they can reach.
Which is?
Grazak.
Uh-huh.
So, Grazak's going to get 6 attacks against him.
Ow.
2 of the orcs will have disadvantage, however, and he will have some cover because he's in the doorway and they just can't reach him. So, first grade. disadvantage there. Disadvantage there. So one misses, the other one deals 9 points of damage. The one in the center that doesn't have disadvantage gets a 16, which I don't think is enough.
Nope.
And a natural 1, so his axe just goes clinging to the ground. And the last one seems to have a similar axe, but it seems to have this vitriolic sheen to it. And he has disadvantage, but tries to hit and misses. Which brings us to Everil.
First up, I will cast the spiritual weapon over here. And I will...
Alright, let's see, we had the...
Yeah, there's supposed to be
Sorry,
a hammer somewhere.
Can you show it one more time?
Yeah, right behind the central orc.
Right, so he... Hey, why is it so tiny? There we go. We got Thor's hammer on scene. Going for the orc. So a 19 will hit for 4 force damage. He shrugs it off and just says, more. And with
Okay, be my guest.
with your action.
And then... how wounded does Grazek seem? Because I can't see.
He seems considerably wounded. I would say he's certainly could not take another hit like that.
Can I use my action to switch places with him?
No, that would involve him. Since he's being threatened. You can, I guess, delay that action until it's his turn.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Alright. In which case, we will move on to Zardas.
Here we go. Zardas.
You could reach
So
the
actually
guy
it's a bit
in the middle,
here.
but he's going to have a little bit of extra cover, and you're going to have disadvantage because he's round the corner a bit.
I will attack him recklessly then.
What a shock! So you attack normally. So go ahead and make your attack roll. These guys are well armored. Yes, raging and reckless, got it.
Ah!
17, what a shame. You just barely miss. You aim, well, actually it's a 9, I guess. Well, no, 17, yeah, but yeah, you aim for a weak spot in his orcish armor, but it isn't quite as weak as you expected. Which brings us to Drool. And Drool's like, "Oh! Arrow hurt Drool!" And he's going to try and throw a javelin through the door. And he's going for Gag.
Okay.
Oops, sorry, that's the wrong stats.
Okay.
Actually, no, it's exactly the same. So, it just does more damage. So the damage is 9.
Okay.
Oh wait, he has disadvantage. So he actually misses you. It goes wild and just bounces off the wall and almost hits one of the Orogs. Grazek.
Yes. So accepting that delayed action from Evral to switch places, is that a move or a regular action?
Well, he can move, but he'll provoke. Or he can use a disengage with his action. to avoid an attack of opportunity from
Yeah,
3
Uh,
Uruks.
probably best to disengage.
Probably. So he disengages, takes a step
Yes.
back for a breather, allowing Everald to step forward and make a melee attack if he wants. Or I suspect he might be using a cantrip.
Actually, yeah, I will use a cantrip. Wait, can I use a cantrip? No,
You
I
can
can't.
use a cantrip, yes. You cast
Oh.
Spiritual Weapon, which is a bonus action.
Oh, right.
So you can cast another spell, but it must be a cantrip.
Yeah, I'll try it.
Very well. And what
If
will
it
you be
shows up.
using? Okay. Word of Radiance. Okay, so everyone in 5 feet, so it's those 3 Uruks that are
Those three,
outside,
yeah.
have to make a Constitution save. I wonder if they're good at that. Apparently not that good. So they each take a point.
Measly 1 point of damage.
They do like sound a little bit annoyed by the brightness of your holy radiance. You almost could swear they're mocking your god, or if they would be if they had ever heard of him.
At this point, I am partial of mocking my god myself.
Which brings us down to Ayu.
Ayu thinks this is the perfect time to shed some light in this place.
Okay.
And she
Ooh.
will do a moonbeam
Yep.
to take the 2 orcs to the north and the ogre or whatever.
Yep. So we basically need a.
Here.
I wonder if I have a graphic for that
I
one.
have to make a Constitution save 14 or suffer 12 points.
Okay. So they will make their Constitution saves. The ogre first. So 21, he makes it.
So 6.
He's still whinging. It's kind of like one of the things they do, I think. And the Uruks do not make their save. So they take the
12 damage.
The one in the middle, in the doorway, is actually not looking that confident anymore. You can see that there's this searing burn on the back of his head, and the armor seems to have heated up a little bit, singeing him. So, any more uses of your actions, or shall we go on to Gak?
Check.
Okay. So, Gak.
Yes. I will aim for the nearest Orog because it looks like the ogre can do that much. Take 1 step back first, and then aim for the guy at the doorway.
Okay.
He had heavy armor, right?
Yes, he's wearing plate armor.
Then I will use my regular attack.
Okay, 23 is definitely going to hit.
For 10 piercing.
Well, orcs are humanoids.
Okay, 12 then.
He looks like he's on his last legs. But it is his turn, and he's not going down without a fight. He wants to sort of press through. He's going to use one of his attack actions to try and push Everil. So you need to make a post strength athletics check.
Athletics or... Oh, yeah, it's athletics.
So, he pushes you back 5 feet. and then he is going to try and strike you with his great axe. But he misses you fatally. It's just a bit too crowded. But he has created an opening for his allies. And the big guy with the shiny axe comes through. And, whoops, I've moved the wrong token. I need to swap these around. There we go. So he is going to strike. Let's see, he's got 4 rich targets there. Starting with Everil. So he is going for the wounded Grozak. So he brings down his axe on Grozak, landing a powerful blow that does 8 points of damage, but leaves this acidic singe that does another 1 point of damage, bringing Grozak closer to the brink. And then he swings his axe back around and tries to land it on Gak instead. With a 23.
That hits.
For 16 points of damage, you feel the axe bite into your flesh, and even as he withdraws it, it continues to bubble and burn, leaving this horrible, singeing smell of burning flesh. And the last one steps into the doorway and tries to get at Zardes from around the corner. He'll have disadvantage to do so, and Zardes.
You can certainly try.
He misses. So, Everil, it is your turn.
Yeah, first up, I will use my bonus action to command my spiritual weapon to attack the one in the doorway.
The one in the doorway, yes? So make your attack roll. A 21 is going to slice through his flesh. Oh, wait. We forgot something. Those orcs started in the moonbeam, right?
Yes.
So they take damage at the start of their turn as well, do they not? Let's see the description.
They have to take the moonbeam, yeah, when they start, yeah.
Okay, so that is actually an important detail.
14 again for 10 damage their turn.
Yeah, so...
Okay, it's only 5.
It is only 5, but you noticed that before this guy came charging in, he actually started dropping to the floor.
Good.
But just as you thought he was dead, he's just like... stands up and does this charge. So he is at death's door still. The other guy behind him took some of the damage. So yeah. And now he's taken 9 points of force from Everil as well.
And then I will use my Warhammer on the one that is, well, between everyone.
This one? Or the other one?
No, the lower one.
Okay, the more bossy type with the glinting axe. Yep, alright. Make your attack roll. So you swing your Warhammer and he's just like... and just catches it on the orcish plate armor. So, I believe that's all you can do this round. So, we move on to Zardes.
Okay, the most wounded guy seems to be the one beat, but... Oh, sorry. But it's a problem.
Yeah, the one to the north of you looks extremely wounded.
Okay, then I will just hit the one... No, the one to the north. Is he blooded? The one to the north of me?
You think if you can just land a blow, you can drop him.
I will attack the one to the north of me recklessly.
Very good.
17.
Not gonna do it. Despite him being on his last legs, that damn orcish. It's not attractive, but it's effective. The plate armor.
Okay, then.
Which brings us to Drool, who is going to try and.
So he starts in the moonbeam. He
does start in the moonbeam. So he has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
Which he does, so he'll take 5 points of damage. And he holds his hands up to his eyes, and he's just like, "Oh, you hurt Drool's eyes." Ugh. And then he is going to throw a javelin at. Well, he's still going. He's trying to get Ayu, I think, because she's the one that caused this. But he has disadvantage. 15, is that a hit?
On
Ayu.
Hit on Ayu.
Just
yes.
a hit, yes. So she takes 9 points of piercing damage.
But don't I have a bit of cover?
He had disadvantage, but he can otherwise throw it through. Yes.
Yeah, disadvantage is for using.
Yes, you do have a little bit of cover, so that'll be a miss. Okay. So we're down to Grazak, who is barely
Who is
standing
down
here.
to very few hit points. Lay on hands.
Yes.
For the full 20 hit points, I guess. And yeah, doesn't move away, stays there. Now that he's healed, he should be able to take some combat.
Yep. But that used his action, did it not?
Yes, that uses action.
Right.
So that's it.
Then we move to Ayu, who was able to just
Ayu will.
move out of the way.
So Ayu will step a bit back and moonbeam this way, like that.
Okay, so they must roll one more time, yeah?
I think the guy.
Oh no, it was just the first turn, and then it's on their
only
turn.
only the second. Yeah, only the other.
Oh right, yes, because okay, yep, okay. But
Only the other guy.
you do not even have to roll because this guy is just hanging on his last legs, and he's just like, and he just collapses, and you see this smoke steaming up from inside the orcish plate armor. And we'll just, for the time being, remove him from the battlefield since Grum, is now very glum because he's dead.
Ayu is done.
Wasn't that just a bonus action to move? Or is it a standard an action?
I think it's a full action because that would be crazy. Let me read it up again. Oh God. You can use an action to move the beam. No, it's an
Alright.
action. So that's it.
Gak, you are now directly threatened by this orc.
Yes.
But I believe your sharpshooter does not cause any penalties at this range.
Sharpshooter. It removes penalties from cover and from long range, but I don't know. It doesn't allow me to shoot in while I'm in melee.
No, that's the crossbow thingy.
Yeah. So
Yes, but I will disengage and move up the
very good.
stairs.
Do you have anything else you can do, or is that it?
Disengaging and moving. I think that's it.
Okay. In which case it's the orc's turn. this guy is starting his turn in the moonbeam, so he has to make a saving throw, Constitution, and he fails. Wow, they're really not doing so well.
Okay.
So
I will roll it again.
he will take 10 points of radiant damage. Searing, and he's discouraged by seeing his buddy there. He is going to take a step back, despite the fact that this. So he's not disengaging. However, you will have disadvantage, and he has a little bit of cover. But Zardos can try and make a attack of opportunity. If you wish.
I will.
You cut out there, sorry. You will, right.
22.
It's only a 15 because you have disadvantage.
Okay, sorry.
Which I'm guessing you were doing recklessly and it sort of balanced out.
Yes,
So
yes.
that is a miss. He's then going to hurl a javelin at our mighty priest of Thor.
Okay.
So a javelin is hurled towards Everall, but a 15, I believe you're going to be able to catch that on your shield.
Yeah, even if I wasn't wearing my shield.
Very good. Then the boss guy, he's not deterred. He's going to start hammering down his vitrolic great axe on the nearest target, which just happens to be right now Grozak. Not having any luck here. So he brings his axe down, but Grozak manages to step aside. And then, frustrated, he aims it back towards Grozak again. And also misses. Oh dear.
Just to push it aside with a shield.
It's Everall's turn.
Did the one guy just step on my spiritual weapon?
Sorry, did he? He's standing on top of it, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I will attack him with it because he's obviously not seeing it.
No, it's just a case of you can literally go through it.
Yeah, but it misses.
It
so
does
it
miss.
Doesn't matter.
That's why he was confident.
And then I will put the warhammer, try to put it through the face of the leader type.
All right, so you try and bring the warhammer down on
I'm
Jirth,
doing
but
well.
you just strike the stone wall beside him, and there's like this chip that just comes out of the rough-hewn wall. And you
I'm out of actions.
are finished, so we move on to Zardos. Just teetering on the edge of this moonbeam that's hovering in the door here, but you have a clear shot, or rather, you're in clear striking distance of this armored Orog, tough orc. So yes, I take that to mean you're attacking recklessly, raging, and
Reckless.
make your attack roll. Alright, a 22 will get through. As he's armored, it just does the damage here.
16 damage. 16. 2 more.
Okay, 16 from the rage itself, I guess.
Yeah.
He still does not look bloodied, despite that heavy blow. He's like... and then I believe we're back to Drool. He is going to move here and toss a javelin over his body at the closest person, which is Everall. And I would say he's got a fairly easy shot there. So he is... he tosses it straight past you and just clings against the stairs, doesn't even hit Grozak or any of the others. And that's his turn. speaking of Grozek, it's his turn. You notice that there's now an opening, and you feel tough enough that if you just take a step to the south, you can flank this leader and maybe help Zardas and yourself get a better shot in.
Yeah, that does sound like a good option indeed. With the longsword, of course. Yeah.
So, you make a 16, which is not enough to get past his armor, despite the fact that he's sort of looking back and forth between you guys. But perhaps you've created an opening for Zardas. You will have to see. Ayu, you got the moonbeam going.
She will move the moonbeam on the orc and the ogre.
Oh, what a shock.
Like that.
So they will have to make a constitution saving throw. The ogre fails his. And the Orog is going to succeed his. So the Orog will take
So
8 points of damage. I just need to remove that there for now so I can actually select the take. So he looks quite singed at this point. And the ogre, Droll not happy, Droll hurts. I think we're on to Gak.
Yes, I will fire into the big group of people fighting here.
Yeah.
At the orc, of course.
Your sharp shooting, able to miss your friends, but the question is, will you be able to get a shot? And unfortunately, you can't. You managed to strike, but you cannot penetrate that armor, that pesky plate armor.
Yeah.
It's almost as if it's designed to deflect arrows.
Yeah, not a lot of spots to hit in there.
And it's the orc's turn, and of course, one of them starts his turn in the moonbeam, so he's going to have to make a Constitution saving throw, which he does, but he'll take half damage still. So
Only 2.
only 2. Well, that makes a big difference. So he is going to charge through here, and he's just going straight for Everil, who hit him with this spectral hammer. So he's going to try and whack you with his great axe. And he lands 2 mighty blows, doing a total of a sundering 22 points of damage.
Mm-hmm. But I will retaliate.
Ooh. Okay, so you summon the power of Thor through your hammer and touch it to his armor, and it goes through it. And actually, let's see. So he has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. He's not very dexterous. Oh, sorry, I rolled it twice. A 3 is not going to do it. So he takes 5 points
Let's say it's lightning damage.
of well, yes, it is. That's
Or
appropriate.
thunder.
Well, thunder and lightning, very appropriate in any case. It goes crackling through his body. You see him go down on his knee. Any other creature would be dead at this point, but just at the end of it, as he's about to collapse, he just manages to pull himself up, smoking with this orcish fury. So, and then of course we have the leader, and he's flanked by these 2 warriors, and he's more interested in them. So I'm going to roll a d2, and he's going to go for Zardas.
Why?
He's going to try, is he? Let's see. A 14.
That.
A miss or a hit?
Yep. Ace.
I'm going to take that as miss. You broke up again. But he will try a second time with a 16.
That's gonna miss again.
AC 20, yeah, that's a miss. Damn. Alright, that's frustrating as a GM, but Everil, it's your turn. You guys are so cool. So cool.
I look at the one that's just recklessly attacked me, and I'm like, you shouldn't have done that. I know not really recklessly, but you should just stay down. If I
Right.
can only hit him.
Yes, your spiritual weapon does not impress. He manages to dodge out of the way. Doesn't even manage to strike the armor. Well, it does strike the armor, I guess. Yeah. But
and then I will try to
resists.
And then I will try to warhammer him myself. Or not.
Zardos.
Okay, let's put an end to this.
You have a target-rich environment.
God.
But the chieftain looks like you have a flanking position. So an 18... Oh, sorry, that's not yours. You already have advantage from flanking. Oh, against that guy. Alright, yep. 22 will hit. 9 damage, is it enough? You see he's still smoking plate armor. Okay, so 11 total. And yes, it is. You just strike him down and you're like, get back down. And he is gone. Removed from the battlefield. Whoops, I almost removed you. And then you're going to move through there, out of flanking. Don't you have a thing where you can use a bonus action to make a second attack? Okay. Alright, sounds like we can hear you again. And that is a hit. You breach his defenses for 16 points of damage, and he feels this one for sure. And you can see that through the chainmail that's underneath the plates, you can start to see the Icarus greenish-black blood of the orc beneath. And we're to Drool. Drool is going to, well, make a Constitution saving throw. He succeeds for 2 points of damage. He's very upset by this. I'm going to make him make an intelligence check. Because he is an ogre. A 6. Drool, with his searing flesh, looks to the nearest thing, and he looks at the dark well, and he hops down into it. And you hear this kaplosh. Not very far down, but you do see this splash sort of coming up. He seems to have hopped into the well trying to escape the searing heat. And Grassak, it is your turn. You no longer have a flanking position, but
Yes.
you are rebuffed by the turn of the tide in this battle.
Yeah. You will just. Yeah, it's not a light weapon, so he doesn't get bonus attack from his claws either, I think.
Sorry, which one? It is a humanoid, so. What do you mean?
No, Grazak, he
right,
can
yes.
Draw his claws,
yes.
which I guess removes his shield bonus, but
yes,
I was wondering if he could use that as a bonus attack or not.
Although it's dropping a shield.
Yeah,
The shield
I'll
is
just
attached.
smash with the longsword then.
Okay. Alright, and you do. You manage to pierce his defenses and land a strong blow, ripping a tear in one of the weak spots. Like, you separate a portion of chainmail and manage to get the tip of the blade into his ribs. Ayu.
Heal me? Who is who?
Everil is looking pretty hurt.
It's in the stupid dynamic. Okay then, so I will not move the moonbeam. I will huh. I will cast no, I have to touch you, man. For me to heal you. The selection of spells of this you'll be healed as an action. I will move the moonbeam on this guy.
Okay.
15 damage or half 7.
No matter what, you hear this.
So the beam of moonlight on the ogre, ripping its flesh and leaving all the ashes behind.
Yeah, you just hear this horrible cry and this gurgling, and you believe that the well water has probably been tainted. Alright, so that was your action. Anything with your bonus action or move? Or shall we move on to Gak?
Sounds good.
Right.
There's still a guy standing.
There is.
So,
you knock an arrow, perhaps?
Yes, but he looked pretty hard to hit, so I will just take the gamble and try to aim for the squishy spots.
Alright.
No.
You just hit it goes off his helm.
Yeah. Well, a 16 wouldn't have hit either, so...
It's his turn. He's surrounded by enemies. One of them looks weak. He is actually going to roll a d4, and on a 1, Zardes, 2, 3, Everil, or a 4, Grozek. So he's going for Everil, and he is going to bring down that nasty axe on you and give you an Ogremox kiss once more for 13 points of damage.
Ooh, I am at 1 hit point. But I will have him. I will reactivate my Wrath of the Storm, and I will use Channel Divinity to max the damage, so it's 16
Whoa!
damage.
Okay, but he still gets to roll...
A dex save.
You send the mighty power of Thor coursing through his body, and he is bloodied, singed. You can see wisps of smoke coming off of his flesh as he's being cooked alive by lightning dancing through his armor. But he seems to push through. He's still standing. It's not like the other guys where they sort of got up after they would have fallen. But he does have a second attack left in him, and he's just going for you.
Ooh. Okay, I'm down.
Yeah. You are down. He gets a crit and brings his axe right down over your shoulder, and it just separates a portion of your armor, leaving this bloody mess that, if it's not attended to soon, life may slip away and you might soon find yourselves in Valhalla. Everil. Alright, Everil is making the death save, but he succeeds. Zardes.
Not reckless.
Zardes dashes around into a flanking position and brings down the Megalodon. You bring him to his knees, and he's just like, "Who can give me strength?" And gets back up. Drool is dead. Grozek, you have moved into a flanking position right now.
Yes, and I don't like this guy just standing up again, so slash at him with a long sword.
Alright, so you just take your longsword, and in one hand, you nick the blade up, and Zardas has revealed this kink in his armor where you've already worn down the chainmail, and you just slide the blade right in through his neck, Roman execution style, right through the heart.
Perfect.
And he doesn't say anything, it's just this... And he stays there, and you feel this immense weight, and you just lift your sword, sliding it out of his body as he collapses forward. And sort of panting at the end of this battle, this searing light from the moonbeam filling this chamber with this otherworldly light, you guys realize you have won the day.
Awesome.
So yeah, what do you guys want to do?
All right. So Ayu immediately goes and casts on him.
Some kind of healing spell, I believe. So yeah,
No.
1d8 plus 5. Back on Everall. For some reason, it has not rolled.
8.
There we go, 8. So Everall, you feel Valhalla slipping away from you. You thought you heard the call of the ravens as the Valkyries came to take you, but not today. Not today.
Not
No
today,
luck
hell,
for
not today.
Everall.
Yes, Everall is back at 8 hit points, so don't forget to heal yourself.
Okay. And heal yourself a bit, or do you need Ayu more?
Yeah, I will cure wounds myself as well. I can just.
Do we all need healing? Otherwise, I will call the healing guy.
I
Healing
think
spirit.
Grazak needs healing, Gak needs healing, Everall needs healing.
Everybody needs healing.
Conga line of healing?
Okay. Then
Heal!
everybody gets 10 d.
Alright,
Okay,
yes.
everybody gets.
Of course, out of combat, you abuse the all-powerful healing spirit.
Everybody 42. Woohoo.
Okay.
The magic number. So I think that puts pretty much everyone back up to full, right?
Absolutely.
But in the meantime, your spiritual weapon has dispersed.
Don't
Absolutely.
complain later if we don't have spells.
So upon the orcs,
I will
Okay, so
complain later.
Zadas and
I
you
will
follow
look into this room as well.
right, yes, and of course there are the fallen orcs.
Yeah. I want to check up on them and see if any of their armor is still usable.
Their armor, I mean, there's minor damage. A good smith could fix it, but I mean, to be perfectly honest, they're fuck ugly. Like these are built. Unlike the articulated plate that you see in the big cities where master craftsmen or dwarven smiths slave for literally months at a time to craft these pieces that perfectly fit. These are just orcish, brutish, iron plates almost. You could wear them and you could be protected. But they aren't going to attract nearly the same amount of value as what a proper, well-crafted suit of full plate armor will do. But you can certainly wear it. And they would be still valuable for their protection. So you certainly could sell them to mercenaries for a fraction of what you would expect to pay to be paid for a proper suit of plate. So
Use that.
I will take one. I will
also you.
wash it and I take one.
yes, the well is a little bit polluted at the moment, having been filled with this black Icarish ogre blood. But you also I was mixing up characters for a second there. I was going to say you have that water thingy, but you don't. That's our long lost, wizard. So I guess, do any of you have prestidigitate perhaps, or?
What?
Prestidigitation? No, probably not.
In which case, you're probably going to have to take this soiled armor and clean it elsewhere, perhaps down in the Disharan River, or find an
I'll just
alternative.
take it with me for now.
Right, yeah. So you have an orcish full plate.
Isn't that water here?
Yeah, but
It
it's
is, but
polluted
it's
by
also
the
got a dead ochre in it that's bled all through it, so the water is not clean. I guess it's slightly more clean, but there's like this layer of blood on the top of it. That's sort of.
You could make your armor look and smell like that ogre, which is, of course, maybe gives a bonus to intimidation.
Yes, and disadvantage on persuasion.
In your mind, you've slain helped slay a giant today, and that's a very Thorish thing to do. Although, to be fair, I gets the credit for that.
Where are the dwarves?
Okay, I would like to listen to this.
Door.
Okay, no one's interested in that axe. I'm a bit surprised by that.
All right.
Oh, there is an app.
Oh, yeah. I'm not because I'm all for hammers.
I'm an. I'll look at it.
All right.
But identify here, right?
So give me a.
Okay, you know, I'm not. Yeah, go for it.
The axe itself, it has this corrosive sheen on it.
Okay.
But you find which orc were you taking the armor from, Everil?
From the orc, whose armor is the least damaged.
Well, it's probably one of the two that sort of died from singeing in the
Yeah.
in the
Movie.
moonbeam. So you're changing the plate armor, and you do find that on. Let's see. I just need to double check something. Where did it go? Sacred Stone Monastery. Where are you? There we go. Okay. Treasure. There. Okay. So you find you find 16 gold pieces on his person, like hidden away in his. Will not bring up where you found them, but yes, gold is gold, right?
Seems like we found some gold as well, boys.
The axe was like dripping acid, right?
It is, yes. It's got this sheen that would certainly bite into them. It adds 1d6 acid.
Okay.
And it appears to be
I'm going.
magical.
Is it a
in
great?
nature.
Is a great axe?
It is a great axe.
Great axe. Okay. I will give it a. I will give it a time. 6 or just 1?
Sorry. 1d6.
1d6 acid.
You're cutting out so much. It's like keep talking, but because it's fine at sometimes, but like it's ridiculous tonight how much you're cutting out. Yes, it's a great axe. It does an extra d6 of acid damage. That you can tell so far. Obviously, the weapon would need to be more properly identified. You have no idea. It's certainly not a +5 since this is 5th edition. But are you guys searching the other orcs as well? You have noticed that Everil has found some coin on their persons.
Yeah. Gak will search whichever is closest to where he is.
Alright, well, I assume that Zardos is with the orc that has the axe is interested in, so you managed to find 19 coins in a mixed denomination. 19 gold pieces worth of coins in mixed denominations.
Right.
Zardos, you just taking the axe or are you searching the body? Okay, so you find 4 gold pieces worth of coin. But you also find something else. It looks like a strange whetstone. And I will show you what it looks like. So you guys can see it now. It has some runes carved on it. Yeah, it seems it certainly catches your eye. And I will just take that off of here, and we can close the initiative order, perhaps. Well, that would be my responsibility. Alright, so, okay, so yeah, you guys have, I mean, the ogre might have something, but that would require you going down the well as well. You can sort of like, using light or dark vision, see that his body is floating about 30 feet below in a sort of still pool.
I will actually just use detect magic and look around.
Okay. In which case, you look around, and what you notice is there is a sheen of magic on the axe that Zardos has picked up. And it's let's see, it would be a transmutation spell. But okay. The whetstone that he's picked up seems to also have an aura of magic. An aura of... it's hard to tell, but like maybe conjuration, maybe... yeah, probably conjuration.
Okay.
Okay. Other than that, you don't notice any other auras than the ones that you're used to.
There's something strange about that whetstone you found.
It could be. There could be. So yeah, you see 2 additional doors, one to the north, one to the south.
I think Zardos was gonna listen to the one to the south.
To the south.
Alright, then in which case you give me a perception check, please. Okay, an 18. From the other side, you don't hear anything right now. What you can hear is that there seems to be just like something echoing, like, but it's in the distance. Like you get the impression that there's a cave system of some kind behind the door, or tunnels or something.
Okay, can we try to be stealthy this time?
No, not a chance. I will listen to the one to the north.
Okay, give me a perception check. So you listen at the door, and you can't hear anything on the other side, just yet. You do get the same impression that there's like just from the echo of you sneaking up to the door, you can sort of hear the echo bouncing off walls beyond. So you sense that there's tunnels or something. Could be fitting the description of the mines that you were provided with.
Seems like it's all tunnels behind this door.
So what do you guys want to do?
Think we should go north then.
And
Alright.
yeah, let's try to be
Sure, north is fine.
Stealthy.
yeah.
If we take some time to be stealthy, chances.
You make a group check as usual.
Okay. Then here we go.
Yeah, the 6 is Grozar, the 20 is Gak.
Does Zardos have disadvantage?
One with the shadows.
Actually, so that's a 0.
Yeah. You haven't attracted any attention yet.
Yet.
But you see a passage before you, and it leads to an iron door that's barred from this side. It looks rather familiar, and actually, someone could give me, or you can all give me a survival check if you want.
This is the door that exits into the
crypt,
or enters
yes.
into the Umber Hulk.
Not the Umber Hulk. You think it goes into the crypt, where the same room that you guys escaped to and left the other monks.
Right.
Which would mean that towards the west, this passage turns to the west. That would lead to the direction of that. And I should probably move the map for our viewers.
Seems like we need the others.
So yeah, you can just hear the sound of dripping water, but otherwise this sort of yawning sense of a cavern. And it looks like these tunnels have been hewn, and there are support beams in place to hold up the weight of the ceiling. These appear to be the mines that were described to you. So you can see that to the east it branches off north and south into sort of directions heading east. I'm fumbling famously with my words. So Zardos starts heading down the...
Zardos.
What kind of light does Zardos have? Because these are pitch black mines.
Everal light.
Okay.
Must have some
Yes,
torch.
I am the light source.
Yeah, he's the light source.
I'm the light of the party.
I bet you are.
The light.
So yes, you can see another passage that sort of ends in dead ends. It's been dug out.
Yeah, it's still closed here.
It appears to be at least at first glance it doesn't appear to be anything there. You see, well, I guess now Zardos sees another passage that seems to lead to another short tunnel.
Nothing. It's all closed here, guys.
Well, you can see that. You can give me a perception check.
Well, it seems to be a maze in here.
In the northern cavern, you can see that there's this collection of violet, sort of, I guess, fungus that's sort of infesting that corner. Gak, you look up in time to see this hideous beaked creature preparing to strike at you.
Monster!
That.
It is
That's not very nice to say to Zadas.
a nasty beaked four-tentacled creature that drops down from the ceiling and tries to take Gak's head off. So, but you are aware, let's see, who else rolled perception? Zardas rolled 17, so you see it. Can we get a roll for Everil and Ayu as well?
That's Ayu.
Ayu sees it. Everil sees it. Sorry, no, Everil does not see it. So, basically, we're going to have a surprise round. And
Oh,
I should
boy.
make sure our viewers can
Okay.
see it as well. Right on the edge of the map. And it's down in this corner. Initiative. I just need to clear the old one first. And you guys can go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Ooh. I have a feeling this combat might be over before it begins.
Oh.
Let's see. That we'll put this here. And we're missing someone.
Yeah.
Everil.
no,
Everil.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay, so let's get this order going. So Everil and Gak. I'm guessing Gak is more dexterous. So
Yeah, let him go first.
Gak goes first.
Yeah, I think
Gak
so.
also sees it. Everil is actually surprised. So.
Is he already considered threatening to me?
You think it's probably going? It's going to strike. You're sure of that?
Disengage.
Excellent. You disengage, moving towards the purpley fungus area.
Wait, let's see, what are my other options?
There are no other options. You move there, buddy.
Yeah.
And something lashes out at you.
God.
The fungus seems to move as if it's alive and tries to touch you.
Yeah, it does.
These nasty spores rise up and sort of start eating into your flesh, and you take 2 points of 2 point. Oh, sorry, no, you take 6 points of necrotic damage. It took you completely by surprise, and we'll stick that into the initiative order as well. Which is great. I don't have to do anything now. It's right at the arse end. Right, so Gak, you withdrew. You have a bonus action, a bit more movement if you want, but at this point you're also provoking. Well, this would have been a reaction, I guess.
No, this is actually my entire land speed, 25. Oh wait, no, first round I have 10 feet more. But yeah, I guess I'm considered in melee, so I will wait here.
Okay. Everil, you are no longer surprised. Zardas.
Okay, here we go. I'll go at the
Greek, yep.
Cool. It's a crit. Let's do this. I didn't rage, so it's the plus 2 18 and 18.
Is it 27 or higher?
It's 37.
So you just take this axe and just slash it down from above.
I only moved 1 square, so we'll move 2, 3, 4. And with my bonus action, I will attack the other guy, still recklessly.
All right.
It's another crit. That's
How even?
And you're using.
and it's
Ukamon's
24
cape, right?
damage.
Did you roll the extra damage for the acid?
Oh,
Yes.
sorry. 20 damage because radiant it's only on the first attack.
The acid just dissolves the fungus completely. Oh, that was a quick round.
I mean, you just have to say, you just have to.
So
Okay.
yeah, that was that.
What happened?
Zardas just rapidly managed to get in there and kill everything before it could be effective. Although Gak did get a nasty little necrotic singe on the backside.
Yeah, that nasty little fungus.
I hope that fungus isn't going to take. In any case, yeah, it seems that this has led to a dead end. You can see that there has been tool work here, but no one seems to be active at this point in time.
Okay. Side of the place. We should go the opposite side, I guess.
Very good.
Yeah,
I suppose.
take us back to Paradise City.
Music.
Lucky that's breaking up so they can't get us for copyright.
Sorry.
It's like da-da-da. Alright, so you guys head in that direction, and you see that the mine continues westwards, branching out northwards, but it seems to be yet another sort of dead end. But you can see that down here it heads to the south again. Can you guys actually see when I do that focus?
Yeah.
Yeah, now we can.
Okay. So the tunnel appears to lead to the south and to the west. Where do you go?
Okay, yeah, let's go there.
Some people have moved into the wall.
Yeah, sorry, I'm using the keyboard because today is not the right. Okay, let's see. I would suggest we go.
We split up the party?
No, we do not split up the party.
Do we still have no redemptions, Stan?
Nope,
Come on, guys.
not a
please.
single one.
I
What's
feel
going on?
attacked.
You can accumulate XP when you're in the chat. I guess part of it's because we have a lot of new viewers, which is great. But for future reference, the time you spend in here, you accumulate XP, which can be spent actually interacting with us. You can do things like give us advantage or disadvantage, potions of healing, and whatnot. So yeah, I believe you can type exclamation mark XP in chat, and maybe a base of information will come up about that. Anyway, let's continue on. You guys start heading to the south, and this is the point where I am going to need you to make another perception check.
Oh, but they noticed us.
A perception. Oh wow.
Now I double crit.
You do. So you definitely notice the stomping of dwarven boots as a Durga patrol rounds this corner. And you have, let's see, on the whole, you had your stealth, which averaged at that, and they have a perception of. Yeah, they don't seem to have noticed you. Although there is light coming, but they haven't reacted yet.
What should we do? Go back. Go back.
What is it?
Very good.
We have to kill them, man. That's what we do.
So, initiative, perhaps? I'm just guessing. In which case, you guys have a surprise round.
Okay.
Roll your initiatives.
Great. That's the round I.
Everything's going so slow today.
Yeah, I wonder if it's related.
Yeah, it's true, right? So it's not just me.
It's the whole of Belgium.
Yeah.
Could be.
I've had
perfectly
no
fine.
IT issues.
Roll20 is also going slow for me today.
Yeah. I can't say I'm having any issues with that sort of things today, but yes. Alright, so I will move the turn order so our wonderful viewers can see it. And we'll sort it. And Gak, you have heard that there are these dwarves around the corner. You haven't quite seen them yet, but you do have some time to react and do your thing.
Yeah, I don't really see much. I will just ready an action for the moment they enter line of sight.
Alright. Do you want to use
Keep
your
quiet.
action to check our redemptions, perhaps?
I still see no redemptions. I have the screen open.
How strange. It would appear from the chat that someone has claimed that they have made a redemption, perhaps. Oh, wait, no, they're just describing things. Alright, I shall pay attention to the game instead. So, yes, you're not doing anything with this action on this surprise round.
Wait, yeah, they're.
Zardus has indicated that they're not aware of you yet.
Well, I do have +10 movement speed, so actually I can do something.
I would imagine so.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 20 feet.
Alright.
And I do have 90 feet of dark vision.
Yep, they are wearing scale mail and have shields.
Okay. Scale mail and shields. I will fire twice at the first one I see. So I guess the one up front.
Very good. Make your attack roll then. So the first shot, they are unaware. This would give you a situation of advantage, so they both hit.
Okay, and the second one's a crit.
I see this. So they are
Enter
dwarves.
humanoids.
So they're humanoids. So the question is, can you beat 28?
What?
28 damage. Can you beat it?
9, 12, 30. That's 20.
Not quite.
Nope. 23, I believe.
23. He takes a step back under the force of your arrows that just.
And I will finish my movement action stepping back.
Okay, Everil.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I will try to shatter them.
Okay.
I will try to shatter them.
So this has enough range, I take it?
It should.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
and it's
they
centered on here.
make a Constitution saving throw. They're quite tough, but you do manage to do some superficial damage. The one that got hit by Gak's arrows looks very very beaten already. Are you?
And then I will.
Sorry. Yep.
Run over there.
Someone's running right into the fray. Are you?
That's what I'm here
Why?
for.
Why would you do that? Okay, I will review it, these guys.
My god wants it so.
So there
Yes,
were
it does.
3, but 1 is dead, right?
No, there was only ever 2.
There was only ever 2. Okay, very well. Then on the far.
The farthest one away, I take it that was.
Oh, sorry.
Flame.
Wait, it's
You
too
just-
far. Wait,
Wait
wait a second.
yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 4, 6. The nearest one
Right. So he
for 1
will
point of damage.
take 1 point of damage. Yep. You singe him a little bit, and you're done, right? I think so. Grozek. Who is running Grozek?
Sorry, that was also me.
Yeah, it is.
I was looking at the redemptions, but still nothing.
Okay. Yep. I think it was just chat.
This there 6. Well, he hasn't. Although it's only 1. Yeah, I might as well use it now. He breathes in and then breathes out a line of electricity. I guess. Yeah, electricity.
Wow. Okay. Yep. The problem with the line is it's only 5 foot wide, so you can only get one of them from that angle.
Yeah.
one are you
Yeah, the
going
one in
for?
front of him.
The one in the front. Okay.
Yeah.
So he will make a dexterity saving throw, I believe.
Yes.
He does not. So he will take. Can you roll the damage? 2d6.
Yes. Not a lot,
Man.
but
He takes 3 points of lightning as Grozek distends his jaw, and from this well within his body comes out this crackling lightning, enough to make, well, not quite enough to make Everil envious, to be honest.
well,
It was
it's
more of a
like
cough.
yeah, like a static electricity burst.
They are now aware, but it's Aldous' turn.
Zad. What about the door girl? They are surprised.
Yeah, surprised.
Move. Okay, then Zadas will step forward. 2, 3, 4, 5. And he will ready an action smack the first door guard that comes into range of.
Alright. You're ready in action against the first ogre that comes charging at you, for those that couldn't make that out. Gak, it is now your turn again. Your allies have piled into the tunnel.
Yes, switch back to my other character sheet. I will also move back into the tunnel and shoot at the one who looks injured.
All right. Yes, he does.
Who looks the
very-
most injured? So the one that I hit before.
All right. So your arrow just goes straight through his protective gear, hitting him right in the forehead, and he just slumps
Yeah.
dead. You done?
Yes, I'm done. I've moved and I shot. So
Everil, the power of Thor compels you.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I'll run all the way to here. And while passing him, I will try to Warhammer him.
Yes, these dwarves must have been the very worst of the maggots that came from Ymir's body. But nevertheless, you're unable to penetrate their defenses. Those cunning dwarves. Ayu,
Dwarfs!
that would be Fausto.
You
Play.
will, yes. I will on the guy.
I did not hear what you were
Or
doing
maybe
to
I-
that guy. A frostbite. Okay, so he needs to make a Constitution saving throw, which he just barely makes. So he'll take a point of cold damage. Yes. No, actually, it doesn't do any damage.
That's it.
All right, that's Ayu. So Grazak.
Yep.
yes, Grazak will run up to the front, charges one with his longsword.
All right. So that is going to land past his defenses. You slash at him
Yeah.
for 13 points of damage, which is just enough
Nice
to drop
one.
him. And the Durga drops lifelessly to the ground. And once again, you guys have cleared another battle. Amongst them, you find 31 gold pieces.
Woohoo!
Shall I put that in the
we are
party pool or anyone writing?
Should taken in the party pool. Seems like we become quite proficient at these ambush strikes.
At killing stuff. Yeah, let's see if we are also good at saving stuff.
If we ever find our way
The-
down here.
Wrong dwarves are the wrong dwarves. Following, right, guys? Are you?
Where did he go? I do not know.
Oh, wait. There?
Little labyrinth here.
Where are you going?
Everywhere but with the stuff, apparently.
Let's look up here.
Those are just dead things I put on the map from before. So it's... God, guys.
Ooh, there's a mass grave here.
Yeah. Wait,
Did the zombies just move? The dead bodies?
Yeah,
No.
that body's moved.
I just moved them out of the way. So you move. That's
No,
not
it's not.
possible, actually, Fausto.
Fuck, though.
sorry. The
But
impossible
you
is what I
can
do.
You can give me a perception check.
Ooh.
Perception.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So you when you're standing at those rocks back in here.
Man, I'm rolling 20 like I mean.
Yes.
It's to compensate for your lagging.
Exactly. Your lagging is atrocious.
Yeah,
today.
exactly.
I think it's his weighted dice that lag his connection.
Who knows? Yeah, maybe. You can feel like it looks like this passage is blocked, but you can feel like a breeze coming through, like there's a draft.
Ooh, I like drafts.
But clearing the rock would probably require either the correct tools or a great amount of time.
Okay, no, we don't have that, right?
You don't. Yeah, probably not.
What's in an explorer spec?
Not the stuff that you need.
Nope.
You don't know.
I do know.
Okay, you do know.
Okay, so yeah, we don't want to do that, right? Because
Nah,
we
let's
haven't
continue.
seen it.
Let's continue up here.
This here, down here.
What?
Down on
You haven't gone northwest.
The-
You haven't
on
gone southeast.
okay. What east? Yeah, sorry.
Okay, so you're going east. Is everyone else following him? And
Follow me, guys.
I don't even know where he is.
I don't know where you went.
They went southeast. I can move you if you want to move.
Yes, please.
There.
If I'm on the right map here.
Got you.
Alright. So, yep. You see that the passage bends southeast. Up ahead. You can see a faint light. Well, probably not past Everill's light, actually. So, Everil, you peer around the corner and see that the passage goes east and south.
Okay.
Okay then, let's go.
I will try to listen very carefully.
You pass by the door,
only
which you
say this-
think belongs to the south of the room you came down into. And up ahead, you can actually see a faint glow and what appears to be iron bars securing the end of the hall.
Okay. Iron bar. Carefully making our way to the iron bars.
Yeah, as you approach, you hear a shuffling coming from the north. And then this... Oh, you come to get us, have you? Oh, wait a minute. They don't use such bright lights. Who's there?
We are here for you.
Wait,
Is that you?
that sounds like Sardis. Is that Sardis, you lad?
Very much sounds like me.
Oh, you're a sight for sore dwarven eyes. At the end of this tunnel,
Vent.
3 cell-like rooms have been excavated from the rock. Iron bars wall off each one, and a chain and padlock secure a swinging gate. Inside you can see miserable prisoners huddling on straw pallets, not yet working for the day's labours. But up against this gate, you can see the familiar face of the wizened dwarven sage Brulthandar, whom was a part of the delegation you travelled with. You finally found one of the missing delegates that were heading from Mirabar to Waterdeep. Oh, please tell me you're here to rescue us.
Of course. What else would we be
They
doing
took
here?
my books. They took all my books. All those priceless tomes about the old Delzoon civilization, and I've had us mining. And the mining jig is terrible, and I'm too old for this crap.
Aw.
Please tell me, laddie, you're able to get us out of here. Perhaps I should be whispering. Then again, I saw how you handled those ankeks. Tell me, laddie, did you hack through those orcs?
Most of Yankex were pierced by my arrows.
Right, yes. Of course they were, but, you know, I've never seen a man use an anchor before. Not even a blowman. As an axe. I like that. That's ingenuity. So, are you gonna let us out of here? Oi! Alicia, Dagmar, Azana, look! These are my friends. You think they're gonna let us out? Because you're not one of those cultists, right?
Okay. Do you know where they could keep the key?
You probably did find a key on the orcs, actually, thinking about it.
We found some keys, yes.
And you're pretty sure that they would open locks like these.
Yes, that's the thing with the key. They open locks.
They do. They even open this lock.
Okay, then we open everything.
We open everything.
Oh, is it safe to get us out? Look, do we have time to talk, or do we need to get out of here first? There are a number of people in a weakened state.
I think it's best to get out as fast as possible.
Do you have an escape route?
Yeah, that
Kind of.
would be Doug. You being dwarves, I suppose you are good for it.
You mean to say there's a passage out of here? You found a part of the
Yes,
mines?
I saw it, but it requires something that I am not used to do. We should your experience to do this.
Oh, digging?
Yeah, digging.
I mean, if it's a dig to freedom, we'll certainly do that. Lead the way to the place.
Yes.
Alright, so you guys leave.
Oh, to freedom.
I should probably just, let's see, Brulthendar, I can bring up his portrait. So he's a wizened dwarven sage.
Hey, my good friend.
In his early 4th century. So quite advanced age for a dwarf. An expert on ancient dwarven civilizations of the Desarum Valley. And he, you bring the group to this passage, and they hastily excavate past, revealing a passage that just has the faintest hint of daylight, leading outside onto into the Desarum Hills. So you manage to get them a safe distance from the mines beneath the Sacred Stone Monastery. And as you are sort of moving through the hills and see in the distance, this unseasonal weather that seems to have plagued the hills at this time, he looks up at the sky and shakes his head and says, "Oh, it's most unnatural. All of these cults. How are we to know? There is a tale I have to tell you now that it's safe, and you're not gonna like it. We got to Belliard. We stayed there, but almost as soon as we got out there, we were ambushed. And Scarlet, she fought them bravely, but they were too many. These earth cultists. They were armed in this armor that was made of rock itself. I don't understand the engineering, but when one of them fell, it kind of crumbled, so it must have been some kind of terra magic. But the cultists, it seems like they have enemies in these lands, because we were ferried across a large stretch of road heading westwards when we were attacked from the air. by bandits flying on giant vultures. I've never seen anything like it. And they ambushed us, and well, I'm sorry to say, I know you took a shining to that the Sanya lady, the noble lady. I think you did spend a wee little bit of time with her at the pool, as I understand it. They got her, laddie. I'm so sorry. He's speaking to Zorus in particular. And you'll recall the Senya Norvale was a noblewoman who you courted on the trip a little bit with your Dance of the Seven Sharks.
Yeah.
We saw the remains
I
of
remember her name, of course.
the caravan. We saw what happened.
I don't remember.
It seems that you're so disturbed by this news of poor Desena that you're unable to speak. I can see you're breaking up, laddie.
I'm a broken man.
We were ferried across the Deseren River by pirates. They're the ones that took me books, my precious books. And then finally we were taken to the monastery to work underneath. Rundos and Teresiel, they were taken down below to an unknown fate.
We found some books when we passed by the pirate's keep.
You did?
Yeah.
Do you have them with you, laddie?
They're somewhere in our backpacks. Maybe when we're safe, we'll have a look.
Are they quite heavy and written in Dwarvish by any chance?
Yeah. I've just written down here 12 books. I'm not sure if
they are
the right ones. Okay. Yeah, that sounds like it. I can't read Dwarven, so I'm not sure. But I guess now you mentioned Dwarven, that makes sense. That's the language I saw.
You see, the thing is, it's so fascinating. I'm pretty sure that the passages in those mines, where they lead, oh, if I could get down into that place, but I'm an old dwarf. I don't know if I can really. If it were safe, it would be a fascinating place, because you know what? I'm pretty sure actually, that down that passage, deeper into the mines, there was this place I saw it when we were doing the work. The cultists. There's some kind of fell magic there, where they were using some kind of earth ritual to part the walls themselves. But what I stored beyond, it was clear dwarven stonework. I believe that perhaps, beneath the Desaran Hills, there is a ruin from perhaps a time of ancient Delzoon, perhaps one of the other, perhaps it's the whole, it's an important place, I'm sure of it. If only they hadn't used that fell magic to close off the passage, you'd have to literally try and open it up through the stonework, and that could attract some unwanted attention. Do you know of a safe place to take us until we can regroup? You do have around about a dozen commoners of mixed heritage. There are a number of humans, elves, half-elves, and dwarves for the most part.
If we make our way to the river keep, you would be safe. We drove out the pirates, and it's now an outpost of the Knights of Samular.
It is just a few, not too many miles away. It's certainly, if we bring up the map of the Desaran Valley, let's see. If I move you guys to here, and we'll turn off this image, and you guys let's see. You guys are actually
Wow.
on the red X there at the moment. Well, basically, so Riverguard Keep is really not that far away. It's only about 3 miles or so.
No. And they all look in a state to be able to walk that far?
They're tired, but yes, you think so.
Yeah. Okay. Any of them look really wounded?
They look exhausted more than anything.
Okay.
The sort of thing, and malnourished. The sort of thing that
Oh. And how many were they?
about 12. But oddly enough, that there is only Brulthendar that is actually one of the delegates. The other delegates do not appear to be there.
Yeah. Okay. I will share 6 rations, so at least they have something to eat. Not a full meal, but something.
Right. Let's see. I think I had an image for our viewers of the keep. Yes. So you guys start heading back down towards Riverguard Keep as the sun is coming over the Desaran Hills. You leave the Sacred Stone Monastery and follow the path of the Desaran River to the safety of the keep. What will you find there? And are the knights still there, or has the cults reared their head once again? What more might you learn from Brulthendar? Well, you're just going to have to tune in 2 weeks' time for the next exciting chapter.
Woohoo!
So that's where we're going to finish up for tonight.
I'm sorry, Ben.
Yeah, we've got to get that fixed for next time. That was brutal.
A little wall on my
Yeah.
Get
connection.
yourself
Great.
a better PC.
That's true.
The good news for you guys is haven't tallied up all of the XP, but I'm pretty sure you guys just passed the level.
Woohoo!
So level 5, which means you enter into a new tier and can actually do stuff like attack twice.
Aha!
Oh, nice.
Which will be exciting. I just want to shout out to you guys that have been watching because it's great. It's been one of our best audiences, and nice to see a few new faces and a lot of activity in the chat. So yeah, continue to watch continue to watch Fumbles and Fame, and you will accumulate XP, which you'll be able to spend in our episodes, or we have 2 campaigns running simultaneously. On this Monday night, I'm the DM running Princes of the Apocalypse, and then on the alternating Monday nights, DM Falsto is running, hopefully with a better connection, the Tales from the Ordering Portal, which is also a very exciting adventure. Yeah, so we are going to say goodnight for tonight, although we do have a little bit of housekeeping first. We have plenty of other stuff on this week, including on tomorrow night at the same time as tonight. You will be able to follow the next session of Dungeons & Dragons online. Not quite the tabletop variant, but certainly lots of fun. Then on Friday, we've got Curse of Strahd, which is a half hour earlier, followed by actually us on the Monday. So it looks like it might be a quiet weekend, but we'll be back on Monday. DM Falsto, who would be making a lovely face for you guys if we could only see him. But what have we got in store next week?
Am I lagging again?
Right,
Let's just quit.
let's just end this while we're
While we are
behind.
on top of it.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Make sure to join us next time, and we'll try to keep it interesting. So, from all of us, see you guys next week. Bye.